Oh, sweet Jesus.
I feel like what we should definitely be doing is start targeting police. We
Targeting
take their
police.
cuffs. Yeah, we target police, we take their cuffs, we start stockpiling police items for our usage.
That's not. That wouldn't be against the server rules or anything.
Fuck no.
Okay, so I don't know how. I
No,
don't have.
no, no, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Being in the OOC meeting about like how the police should roleplay it,
Yeah.
like we're actually encouraged to lose
Hmm.
because whilst the criminals have to work really hard to get their weaponry and shit,
Yeah.
we get ours basically given to us for free very easily with no like we basically got unlimited respawns as well, right?
Yeah.
So we're actually encouraged to shoot around the criminal rather than at them to like
Oh, okay.
elongate scenes. Yeah.
Okay. No, that makes
So
sense.
yeah. Um, if we're good enough to like basically take stuff from a policeman, it's no real loss on their side, and it's just a extra level of RP that we can go to.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'd be up for that. Like I said, Frank won't be out of the hospital until like Friday
Fair
because
enough.
uh,
To be fair, I like the hobo. The hobo's fun.
yeah,
I just love that me and Mel lost track of the hobo so many times.
yeah. Well, I went when you all were on the side of the mountain. I went all the way up to the top, all the way down. Once I got down to the base, there was a fucking murder kitty there, and I
Yeah.
ran like hell from it. Somehow got away, ran all the way around the outside of that place. One of their guards saw me and shot at me, and then he lost sight of me and moved on. And then so like I got next to it, and then I was dumb enough to because I was just kind of making him dumb, like he doesn't really understand how Twitter works and shit. So
Mm.
I posted on there, I've been running, running around the outside of it and yada yada. So then it was like a minute after I posted that, these two armed guards came up to the side of the mountain and started just shooting randomly. And so I ran inside, got about fucking 20 yards in, ducked down behind this this barricade, hoping that they wouldn't have saw me, but no, they did. One of them shot me in the arm, and then they just kind of pinned me in, and I was like, I'm too scared to move. I don't want to move, but they wouldn't say anything. So then they just like shot around me. So I was like, okay, I'm gone. Bye. And then fucking Frankie came as I was running up the road to where all the cops and shit had gotten to. Frankie was running down and he was yelling something, and then he just gets like gunned down.
Yeah, he was
Right.
arrested, I think.
Yeah, he was. They revived him, brought him back, and then they arrested him. And then right after you dropped me, you kicked me out of your car and took off. Who is the guy? Do you know who the guy on that motorcycle was that
Yeah,
blew up?
Marcus.
Oh, that's Marcus. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
you can often hear him breathing.
okay. Okay. Uh, well, then he showed up again, and so him and I started talking, and then suddenly here comes like a cop car, and here's Frankie running down the road, just kept jumping, saying something, just fucking being ridiculous, and they're like, "Damn it, Frankie, stop!" Quit running. And then so Marcus pulled out in front of him. Frankie jumped on the back of his bike and they took off. And the fucking two cop cars going flying after him. And then here's this other cop on foot running. It was fucking hilarious. Oh, man. That was great. But no, yeah, they.
Super invested in what's happening this week.
Yeah, no, that was after that whole humane thing. Yeah, it's I really wanted Frank to be a part of it, but fucking he's crippled for a few days. So after fucking Jack Powers, I mean, you did. Did you see that? Did you see what he did?
I did. He
Yeah,
fucking like
yeah,
full on pimped
yeah,
me to
like
a
100
wall.
miles an hour, just fucking. And I was surrendering too. Oh man, that was good. That was great. But yeah, no, because he did that, and they never read us our rights, and they never offered to take me to the hospital. Julian was like, "Okay, first and foremost, we need to get this guy to the hospital." Yada yada blah blah. So they got me to the hospital, and Julian's like, "Okay." He's like, "Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you've already served your time. Uh, maybe $1,000 fine, but deduct the hospital bills out of it." And who was it? Fucking God damn, what's that chick's name? Veronica. Uh, she was there, and then she was like, "Well, how about this deal? How about no fine, no jail time, no charges. I give you all your stuff back minus the jewelry from the store, and uh, yeah, you just you have no criminal record, and you just be a good boy." I'm kind of like, okay, that works.
Just be a good boy until
Yeah,
you're next on your legs. Then Smack's got work for you.
yeah, but no, that was no. So yeah, so I got out of that scot free. Even got my illegal gun back.
Nice.
But man, yeah, no hobo guy though. Yeah, he Carl's up for anything. He literally just a hobo. He doesn't have anything going on, and he doesn't give a shit about money. So, but his dream is to fly a helicopter.
Yeah.
Uh, but anyway,
Okay. So we've got some planning to do. Like, I want us to when Frank's back on his feet, I want us to be ambushing cops. Um, you know, proper. Oh no, I'm down on the ground sort of shit. You walk up to them. You don't even speak for the sake of like, you know, keeping your identity secret. Smack's wanting to make his presence known, right? So he's Smack's gonna be like completely upfront about it. We'll have you basically pull a gun on them whilst they're tending to me, and then we'll just rob them at gunpoint.
here. Actually, I know a good thing we could do.
Occasions, and then yeah,
I know a really good way. Basically, go around and try to like steal cars until the alarms go off, and wait for a cop to show up, and then essentially do exactly what you're talking about. Like only have like you out in the open, and I'll just kind of be like hiding behind the corner.
mm-hmm.
And then yeah, once they show up to find out what's going on, I pop around the corner, and then you whip out your gun.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll find some like decent locations where like the corner is like super concealed, but also very close to where we'll do it.
yeah.
What I might get us to do is like hop out a car mid motion and have the car sort of like blow up a petrol station or something, and then I'll just be down and out nearby
Okay.
and just have you lying in wait or something on the roof or some shit.
Huh, that makes. If only we could get a sniper rifle.
I
But
don't need a sniper rifle.
no, but it'd be cool though, right? Get some distance, and it's basically like, look, you can't see the guy who's gonna shoot you, but let him make his presence known. Like I shoot out their tires
Yes,
or their cars.
I would love it. I would love it if we can make that a thing where like this has happened so often that it's no longer a bluff.
Yeah,
Like things with Smack just keep escalating. Um, I want it to get to a point where like they don't believe me, they get shot down. They then believe me, and you're not even around. Just
yeah. I, fucking,
keep them guessing.
I feel like you're trying to make a cult with the United States of Smack and this shit. It's like if you don't believe me,
No, it's like the one excuse that Smack's stuck to is that like they're a sovereign citizen because police hate hearing that. sovereign citizen of the United States of Smack. I am the Grand Marshal Smack Beef Jeff of the U.S. Smack.
Oh my god.
U.S. of Smack.
Oh, sweet Jesus. But
Yeah, I'm actually gonna like forego putting on costumes. Actually, like I'm just gonna like be as brazen as I possibly can.
oh, makes sense. I did change up Frank. Frank still has his jeans and his shoes, but he's a little more classy now. Like he's went beyond just that gray blazer
Yeah.
and stuff. So I'm trying to make him. I want to turn him into essentially he just like he wants to do something. It'll happen. It'll there won't be none of this fucking okay, should can we do this, or how do we go about doing this? Just no. I want to make it like he says it's going to happen. He's going to make it happen. Essentially, just someone with power in a way, not like power like a cop or someone in office, but just like calls up a couple of people and is like, hey, let's go fucking rob this bank. Okay, let's do it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, because what we could technically do is the whole Chiliad thing, right? Like, we abduct them, we take their belt off them, no more distress button. We take them up to the top of Chiliad, we let them walk, but we take everything they've got.
That makes sense. Make them strip down to like their fucking boxers and shit.
Yeah.
It's like
Strip
we
them down to their
literally have
boxers.
everything.
Yeah.
Give them like. Actually, I'd even go as far as like, here's a knife. You can try to fight off any murder kitties that come your way.
Oh no, definitely not.
Oh, I would. Because I mean, hell, we'd have guns. It'd be like, don't even try.
I'm gonna give you one piece of advice now. Do not leave them with a torch.
Why?
I found out that shit one shots.
Oh, does it? Well,
Yeah.
okay, well, that's why I said a
I'm
knife.
pretty sure it's stronger than a knife, yeah. Because it ignores armor and just goes straight for the kill.
Yeah. No, just. Yeah. No, said just like, hey, like, hey, we're not merciless, here's a knife, protect yourself from the murder kitties in your boxers as you make your way back to town.
Nice.
But, oh well, yeah, a lot of shit to do.
Oh yes.
Need to be. But anyways. I've been recording for 13 and a half minutes.
Nice. I kind of figured you were.
I always am. Except for I'm so fucking mad I was not recording yesterday, because I haven't, because we still we were still trying to figure some shit out, try to figure out our place in the game and how to go about it, because we kind of keep changing what our big goals are.
Correction. You're still trying to figure out.
No, like, even you keep changing it up.
Goals and roll, like, Smack is right where Smack needs to be. Like, there is no rhyme or reason to them.
No, there's no rhyme or reason, but it doesn't mean you can't have goals. And your original goal was to like take over the gun running business, and now and then it was like, well, I'll become a lawyer, and then it's like, well, I can't do that now, so now doing this other shit. And it keeps changing, whether you want to admit it or not. It keeps changing.
Fair enough, I'll give you that.
But regardless though, yeah, I'm gonna start fucking recording everything.
You really should. There's like plenty, especially this week. I would definitely say if you're role playing this week, do recordings, just because you're gonna get so much content from it, I reckon. Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna. I'll once we get done with this, I'll go back in as seeing how many people are on. Either go back in as Frank and just keep doing some mining and shit, or go in as Carl. Yeah. So how do you feel about screw it? Let's talk about that then. Like how are you finding like the alternative ways of making money in that game?
Uh, what do you mean alternative way? Do you mean like crime, or do you mean like their actual jobs?
Like not so much the jobs you'll get from the job center, but like side gigs, so like mining stuff like that. That's kind of you got to go find it and do it sort of thing.
I don't mind it that much. I do kind of have a gripe with like how many steps it takes to, you got like just in like jewel crafting, you have to go either gold pan or mine, and then you have to uh and then you pretty much you have to go wash the stones, and then you have to drive clear the fuck down to the foundry, and then you have to smelt everything, and then gem cut, and then craft earrings or rings or necklaces, and then craft the fucking gem ones. It wouldn't be as bad if you could smelt more than one thing at a time, or instead of having to craft the gold or silver jewelry and then craft the jewelry, you could just skip the first step and just craft it all at once.
True, true.
I feel like it takes it's so many steps and so tedious.
That's fair. I mean, I'm personally like not too against it because it's kind of one of those things where you sort of do things in bulk and then let's say you do one part of it one day, you then do a bunch of cutting the next day and stuff like that. You just full on fill up that truck, you know.
Well,
Um,
actually, that's the
you
problem. That truck's fucking full already, and it's not even.
Who is it?
Oh,
Clear
it's
out some of the expensive
between
shit if you
between.
need to.
Yeah, well, between metals and you had like 300 and something grapes, which is only one slot, but that's what I like. There's the other shit in there that I don't know what to do with. I don't know if you have any plans with it, and so yeah, you had like those 16 emeralds, which I used in jewel crafting. To very, which I mean, fuck, I made last night. I made it was like 30 grand altogether, just mining and
Nice,
jewel crafting and shit
not bad.
and stuff. Yeah, it's just that's all I did. I was just bored, killing time, and was like, oh, I'll make money. But it's just like that truck has no more slots available.
Christ on a bike, really.
Hardly. Yeah, that's
I got that because it's got some of the best, like, I'm thinking about the box truck after this, and that's like over 200,000, I think.
okay. Well, yeah. Well, see, like the thing is like that truck. Its weight capacity is great, but its amount of the boxes you store shit in and stuff in there, that's not as big as I would have thought.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely not. The slots are like limited, but like, how you doing for like actual weight ratio?
Oh, weight ratio, it's fine. I think it holds what, like 320, 360,
Yeah,
and it's at like, I think it was at like 250 or something like that or whatever
not bad.
right now.
Yeah,
No, it's not. Just like I said, I don't know what to do with the steel or uh
sell
that
it to a mechanic.
okay. Well, there's
Yeah,
no.
sell it to a mechanic. You'll make a killing because it's kind of their backbone. They need it for
Okay.
their
Well,
services.
that's I will. Okay. I'll have to wait till Friday then or whatever to
Yeah, I
do that.
either sell it to Apex or sell it to Vivs.
Yeah.
Uh, I would definitely say like, so little bit of a spoiler, but like I won't go too into it. Apex and Viv's body shop, um, they're kind of low key at war.
Oh, I kind of
So
figured since
yeah,
Viv had quit and made her own, and uh,
yeah. So
Benny or
there's
whatever
a
his name.
reason. Yeah, there's a reason why my characters don't go to Apex is because
I thought it was because of
they,
Marcus.
they oh no, it's because they've definitely picked a side in this tiny little insignificant faction war.
I, f- I figure Friday I'll just throw a tweet out there when people are on saying, "Oh, hey, fucking any mechanics want to buy this?" See what happens. 'Cause I don't know what it's worth, what people buy it for.
I know that like if you sell it as it is, it's worthless. So you definitely want to sell it to a mechanic, so it'll actually pay fair price.
Yeah.
Um, don't sell it to Marcus. I don't trust him at all when it comes to like, he I mean, I'm pretty sure like he's the only person in the server who's been referred to as a terrorist. Like he's apparently that bad, and I
Well,
think I can agree.
that makes sense because at the humane place after Carl got patched up from being shot, and I was just standing there next to the ambulance, and they were helping Frankie and this other guy. I don't know who this other guy was. Marcus came back in his car, and he just kind of pulled up, and I shit you not, there was like 4 cops there. All of them pulled out their shotguns and was pointed it right at. I was like, Marcus, don't even fucking think about it. Back on. Marcus is like, what? I'm like, no, they're like, get the fuck out of here, back up, leave. And so they literally like marched his car back up the road in reverse with their guns pointed right at him.
Yeah, no, if Marcus can, I like Marcus's character. Like, is very much like a nice chaotic character to have around.
Yeah.
Um, naturally Smack would appreciate a character like that, even if they did basically try to put a bullet in Smack's head.
I thought he did put a bullet in Smack's head.
Well, would have if not for a very handy metal plate.
I'm gonna have metal plates in my legs now, or Frank will.
Nice. But yeah, no. Speaking of Carl, I might have a ideal job for Carl that you might appreciate.
Oh.
Um, you like hot dogs, don't you?
IRL, I really don't.
Really? Oh, that's a shame. Because I know where you can get like a hot dog cart, and you can like basically wheel it around making hot dogs and selling them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I found it like like it was the craziest like way of discovering it because I think it was Kapow and Alex Blake went to react to a traffic incident where we came across this one guy who car. The moment we tried to assist the two, um, being kind of wrapped up with like dealing with bandages and stuff, none of us had our guns pointed out. The guy who was with the woman got up, immediately pointed a gun at like Kapow and held him hostage.
Huh.
Right? So because it's like life endangerment, Blake had no choice but to basically throw up hands and just go along with demands, right?
Yeah.
So both Kapow and Blake basically got handcuffed and left at the side of the road. Mayor Adams came and picked us up, basically stashed us in a alleyway, and in the process of doing so, managed to put me through a wall right next to this red marker. I was like, okay, what's this? What the hell is that red marker? Is that like where we buy drugs or something? I don't know. So I went back like the next day because I was like super curious about it, and it turns out you can just you start working for this hot dog company, and you get this cart that you can just push around
Oh.
and like make food and sell it.
Let me put the image in your head. Carl and his black Crocs, heart, his heart boxers, his stained, dirty shirt, gray
And an
T-shirt,
apron.
and an apron, pushing this cart around, making hot dogs.
Heck yeah, dude. Just invade the police station or something with it
Yeah,
and just
just
be
like fucking
like a nuisance.
push it through the front door. Who
Yeah,
wants some hot dogs?
just camp out in their little underground car park or something.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're going on patrol. Here, have a dog.
That or see him in a high speed chase coming down the road, just jump out in front of him with it.
Yeah, just get in the way in general.
Yeah. I was going to yesterday, unfortunately. So when I first logged on Carl, I shit you not, I ran from the apartments all the way to MRPD, all the way to Apex. I think I went all the way to the bank where you get your paycheck, and then all the way back down to the apartments. And like that's when I messaged you on Discord and was like, where the fuck is everybody? I can't find anyone. I kept seeing cars on the roads, like, you know, people driving here or there, or cop cars chasing someone, but I could not find anyone. And then I shit you not, it was like,
it's so weird. Sorry,
no,
continue.
it was right after that. Marcus showed up, asked if I was okay, and I was like, I was like, yeah, you know, well, you know, Carl's like, well, I'm as okay as I can be, you know, I'm fucking homeless. What do you want from me? And then there was another car pulled up with people in fucking outfits because they were going to rob a bank. But of course, Carl didn't know that. And they were all just, you know, real nice, real chill and stuff. And Marcus was like, well, I'm going to give him a ride. And they're like, no, we'll give him a ride. And so they got out. One of them picked me up, put me back in the car. They were like, oh, yeah, no, we're friends. You go to the bank and you make like free withdrawals. You know, they have like free money and stuff. And Carl's like, oh, okay, cool. And he's like, oh, so Carl's like, yeah, so we're friends now, right? Yeah, this and that. And so like I'm standing there in front of the door and stuff, and then like the cops show up, and the cop opens the door, and he's just like, you know, he's like, all right, what you know, what's going on here? And I was like, oh no, me and my friends here, you know, trying to make free withdrawals and stuff, this and that. And they're like, oh, you and your friends. The cop, no shit, thought I was on their team because I was just like, oh no, you know, me and my friends, this and that, and it was fucking hilarious because then. The guy was like, no, he's not my friend, or he's not our friend, or whatever. He's a hostage. And then the cop's like, well, why does he keep saying that he's your friend then? Or why does he keep calling you all friends? And the guy's like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Because I fucking lied to him to get him in the fucking car so we could bring him here. And then so Carl's like, wait, you lied to me? We're not friends? And he's like, no, we're not your fucking friends. Like, I punched him in the face. Because they never tied me down or anything. And so I punched them in the face, and then they're just like, no, get on the fucking ground now. And then what I don't know if it's true is the cop was like, okay, you know, well, he's an actual hostage and we got to negotiate something here. And so the cop flat out told them, by the way, when I turn my back and walk out of here, you know, if anything happens to him, you know, you get a free punch in on him. He's like, I'm not going to say nothing. He was telling the criminals to punch me.
Who was it? Was it Kapow? Do you know?
I do not know who it was.
Did you see like a hair color or anything?
No, he was like in like a full SWAT gear with a helmet. He didn't have a face mask on, but he had a helmet on that pretty much covered most of his head.
Yeah, did he have like was it like a black armor, or was it just like a bulletproof vest? And
No, it was like black armor, like full on. Not like the bomb defusal looking armor, but like the next step down.
Wait, was it the guy who arrested you with me, or was it?
No, not Jack Powers.
Okay, I think it might be Dune.
But
and Dune is an absolute mad lad.
Yeah, he was just like, hey, when I turn around and walk out of here, you know, if y'all want to get a free punch in on him, you know, make it even. You know, I didn't see nothing. I'm like, you motherfucker. Which they didn't. They shoved me around the corner and then took off. And then that's when Veronica was like, you know, hey, you know, can I take you somewhere, drop you off? I was like, I don't know, I'm fucking homeless. is anywhere safe anymore? And then she's like, she's like, I'll take you to Ubu Cafe. It's usually safe there. And then look what happened.
Ah, yes. And then you met Smack and Mel.
Yeah, and then it was Veronica. Veronica got me up at the humane place, and she was like, "Wait, what are you doing here?" I was like, "You said Uwu would be safe. Now I'm shot in the arm." And she's like, "Well, you're not supposed to be here." I'm like, "How would I know that?"
I just wanted to know what the hubbub was about.
Yeah, I was like, "I'm homeless. I don't fucking know anything that's going on."
I'll tell you what, there's one thing I'm loving, is you're there because of Mel and Smack. Like, we took you there because of reasons.
Yeah.
And that's all it was. Morbid curiosity. We then lost you.
Yeah.
Did you at any point mention who took you there?
I never said a name, but Carl was like there was someone that was like that Mel said is like legally blind and when driving, and something about red. They have like red hair, and I was like, yeah. Then there was this other lady that like could not quit freaking out, running around in circles, going no 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 no. And then like, she's like, oh yeah, that's Mel. She does that or whatever. And I'm like, oh okay. I'm like, yeah, that. I never said a name, but that's what I said that. God,
it makes me so proud that like whenever like shit happens, there's always mention of like there was someone dressed all in red, or like there was someone with red hair, and it's just like yes.
Yeah, that was
again.
Carl, if it wasn't for Mel being so nice to Carl probably would have used their names. But since on the drive over there, Carl told Mel that it's basically like, you're my new best friend because you're the only, you and the cop lady are the only two that have actually been nice to me, and actually meant it. So he did that just like out of respect for her, to not get her in trouble. But then it didn't matter because, I mean, you all took off anyways and they knew who Mel was, so.
Yeah, I can guarantee you I'm not going to hear about it.
Yeah, no. No, I said Mel never even told fucking Frank that. Frank still hasn't even been told that Smack was hospitalized because of Marcus. No one has actually fucking told Frank that, or ever did tell him that.
Nice. So Frank just thinks Smack's been AWOL?
No, Frank wasn't around for a couple days. Like, I literally just, like, didn't even get on for whatever reason. Like, when that was happening, I really just didn't. But, like, I talked to Mel. The only thing Mel ever mentioned was like, oh yeah, me and Smack went to the hospital or whatever, and it was just kind of like, oh, okay, everything seems to be fine. And then bits and pieces, whenever someone talks about Marcus, you happen to mention like getting shot or something like that, but you don't make a big deal out of it. So Frank's just kind of like, okay, Smack got shot. What else is new? It doesn't surprise me. But
I love being put in like intensive care and yet doesn't make a big deal about it.
Yeah, but that's like, no one has actually said I was shot in the head by Marcus and almost fucking killed or whatever. Like, no one has said it. So Frank's just like, okay, whatever. I don't know, just normal.
That's because in like Smack's head, it was some guy with a baby face who shot her. Yeah, no, like up until the point where Marcus brought it up, like Marcus was off scot-free. Now he's gonna die.
Oh Christ! Oh my God! Yeah, but
the worst bit is, if the two just stopped quarreling for a bit, I reckon like Smack and Marcus would make great co-opted terrorists.
Well, yeah, I mean, good God, he went and blew up a car right in front of a police station the other day. Yeah, I would imagine that'd be right up Smack's alley.
I mean,
So,
Christ, I've been on the lookout for Molotovs just so that I could do that. Just find a nice crowded area and just pepper it with firebombs.
yeah,
Yeah,
makes
for the
sense.
shits and giggles. Like, I think the Pale Riders are wanting to do like a charity ride out, and so like one of the motorcycle and clubs, they're wanting to do like a charity ride out, and like Smack wants so badly just to set a bunch of them on fire. Just really disperse this like probably a cover up for something illegal charity event, you know.
Yeah. Oh man. I've been recording for 36 minutes and we have not even discussed anything besides this.
So what what is the topic? What's the topic? It's like
Well,
y-
it actually a couple things got me thinking about this. One, I mean, I just like to think about this kind of shit in general. But then on the server, you know, it's like the whole possible zombie apocalypse thing might be happening, you know,
yeah.
before long. It just got me thinking was if the world is going to end, if there's going to be an apocalypse, how do you want it to go?
What, like what kind of apocalypse?
Yeah, like what kind of apocalypse? Like if you could hand pick and uh how you want the world to end, or at least life as we know it, so to speak.
So I would not mind a zombie apocalypse because I know full well that I'll be okay.
But what kind of zombies though?
Ooh.
That's just it. You want Left for
Well,
Dead zombies?
here,
You just
okay. So
want
here's the thing. Like, we know that zombification is a real thing. We know that there's that thing with like fungus in ant brains that like controls them.
yeah, yeah, the
You also
fucking.
get some. Yeah, you
So
also
what
get
you
something
want like the
similar.
Last of Us kind of apocalypse? The
Well,
fungus
kind
takes
of,
over.
because you also get something similar with spiders. They get like these worms that like keep them away from water. It's really weird. Um, so like the idea of being like a mindless freaking zombie, just that's an actual thing, right?
Yeah,
Um, so like the way I justify my ability to say that yes, I'll be fine is the idea that a zombie has to stick to realistic conventions. Okay, so they have a muscle mass. That muscle mass will degrade. It doesn't take long for it to degrade.
yep,
You know, um, as soon as that power's gone from the muscle, they can't even like shamble.
yep,
So it's a case of just holding out for a short while in a remote location, which is like some of the most easiest shit to do.
yep. Yeah, that's the.
There's Yeah, and the second bit is you don't want to bring attention to yourself.
Uh huh.
I don't use guns. I'm pretty adept with a bow.
Say I have a pistol, a hunting rifle, a little 22 rifle, and an AR-15. Which in a zombie apocalypse I want, but would it be my main
Oh,
thing
I hope not.
to use? No,
I hope,
it wouldn't for that for exactly what you said. It just
yeah,
it
not
would
subtle.
yeah, it would be an emergency use. I would keep it on me just in case because you never fucking know what might happen. But yes, it would be one of those things where like I have some pretty durable swords and machetes, knives, axes. I even got fucking throwing knives and shit. It's like
Yeah,
speaking with a bow. It's been years since I shot a bow, but I used to own a hunting bow, and I target practiced all the fucking time with it. And
hmm.
so yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I'm right there with you. That's the one thing I don't like about zombie movies or video games is that it's always like here's the start of the apocalypse. Okay, fair enough. Everyone's in a fucking panic. People are dying left and right. Yeah, that's pretty realistic. But then it's like 3 years later And I was like, oh, hold the phone. No, it fucking ain't. Because after like 6 months, after
Not even
everyone's,
that.
it's like everyone's
I
went
think
into hiding and shit, and the zombies, their hearts don't beat. They have no blood circuits, like you said. Their body's literally just deteriorating.
yeah.
Their muscle mass, like you said, their muscle mass is literally going to give out, and they will not be able to move, and they will just die again. I'm like that. That is the realistic thing. I don't like the. It's always like fucking. Oh, 3 years ago this happened, and we keep getting driven back. The human race is almost to an extinction, and I'm like, well, you all are just morons then.
Yeah.
But
So, I'm not sure about the facts of this, but you're looking at like 3 weeks of inactivity, and you lose substantial muscle mass.
yeah,
And when I say substantial activity, we're talking like actual fresh blood pumping to the area, like oxygen, um, actually moving around, just doing your day to day maintains muscle mass, right?
yeah,
Um, if you are a sort of brainless idiot who's dead, you're not really doing an awful lot. Um, if anything, you might be doing too much, right?
yeah,
So you'll be mindlessly walking around. Cool. Okay, so you're walking around to the point where you can easily burn through your shoes. You'll be damaging them because like you're tripping over things, and within like a day or two, you'll probably be like, holes in your shoes. You'll be like tearing through the bottoms of the sole of your foot, and you're there you go. You're officially bleeding,
yep,
right? If you're not already, because you're brainless. You're not thinking about safety. Okay, you're brushing up against things that are jagged and sharp. You're bleeding.
yeah.
For a healthy human body that's not bleeding, it takes about 3 weeks to lose muscle mass. So you don't even need to wait that long. It doesn't have to be 6 months. It can just be like a month of just holding out, and that's not too hard to do.
So my thing is like as much as I don't like the cliche that it's not realistic for a zombie apocalypse to go on for fucking ever, because like as you just described, it just the body would not last that long being a zombie regardless. I just I don't I want those kind of zombies though that just kind of last forever. Just because I for that month or 2 months at most, however long it takes really for that shit to just come to an end, it was like I would not want the world to go back to the way it was. And you already fucking know, like all the world leaders, they're all good. Fucking
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
good. They're still
Security
alive.
amount.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're all still alive. So they'll just go back to the way shit was.
Yeah,
And
like,
stuff.
the El Presidente will be alright. Maybe
Yeah,
not their wife, but like they will.
yeah, and I'm just like, no, fuck that. I don't want that to go come back. I want the world to end and just basically go back to like a tribal type civilization. You have a settlement here, a settlement there. Sure, you all might interact with each other, trade shit, whatever, but like that's it. Because
I think
I would
I
love
think I
that
think
kind of
given the
world.
natural course of time, right, the more realistic zombies we're gonna get are like um more on a digital level, right? So um we're trying our best to develop healthcare that works off of like this dream of nanotechnology, right?
Yeah,
Well, say a virus hits the nanotechnology, and that shit's all over your body, right? Like that will take you. Maybe that's what takes you over, and it will sustain you. Like you will essentially go from being a human to like like a cyborg, but more erring on the side of machine in the
yeah,
way of thinking, because the nano machines will be the ones doing the thinking, right? And they're programmed to help you survive. So I reckon if there's going to be a zombie thing, it will be maybe not so distant future, maybe the distant future that it happens, and it's gonna suck.
It will. It won't be as great as we would like it to be.
Yeah.
It, but no, because I think about that quite often. Because I don't live in a city. I live in a heavy populated area, and there's a city not far from me. Literally, fucking like major highway. All I can cut down, move like one house, cut down a couple trees, and I can see this fucking interstate highway next to my house
Yeah.
or whatever. Like my thing is like if an apocalypse happened, I already have a fucking plan. I've thought about it not constantly, but just throughout the years. Basically, get all my weapons, I throw them in the car. I get my family, throw them at the zombies, say good luck. No, put them in the car, and we get the fuck out of here as quick as we can. If we're able to drive out of here, great. Then we go like an hour away. My family owns like 80 acres of farmland. It's like literally in the middle of nowhere. Uh,
I my entire existence is in the middle of farmland. That's basically what Cornwall is.
yeah, and so I'm just like, well, we're gonna go there for now. We're just gonna sit and wait, think things over. There's like the town I grew up in is like 10-15 minutes from there. There's an even smaller town, more like a village, like within 5 minutes of there. And so it's like we need supplies. We can literally just go there. It's next to a big ass fucking river that connects a lot of the U.S. together. It goes through like a lot of different states.
Which may or may not be healthy.
Yeah, may or may not. Like I said, I'd have to run experiments, like
Do like
boil water,
yeah.
see what happens. You know, when
Yeah.
see if there's anything suspicious about it. Fucking be like, oh well, here dog, you're a guinea pig. Drink this water.
Have you ever watched Shaun of the Dead?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so you know his whole MO of pick up the relatives, pick up the girlfriend, go to the Winchester, and
Just
just have a pint until it all blows over. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's actually more realistic in this country than you think it is, because a lot of small parishes, and we're talking like you can count the number of buildings off your hand, right? And then it's nothing but farmland for miles. Like the chances of you running into shamblers that come from far wide, these built-up areas that always seem to be the problem hotspots, very unlikely, right? It's a
yeah,
lot of time. Like it's going to take a lot of time for a directionless idiot to be able to shamble their way across, and if they do, you've got a very small parish that's so disconnected from things that they'll be able to defend it easy, right?
yeah,
Um, Pubs generally have enough in them to feed a village for a long time. Okay, um, uh, rationed, of course. Um, so the idea, and even more alcohol than that. So the idea of take your relatives to said pub in the middle of like the Cornish countryside or something, and then wait for it to blow over is extremely realistic in this country. Like, I get the feeling that like a zombie invasion would just fall flat on its feet in England, and if anything, it will be a benefit
yeah.
because we got a housing crisis. Just saying.
No, it. Oh man, no that sounds like it would just be great. Like just go to the fucking roof of the pub and just be like, all right, well, let's just fucking see what happens. Just watch the world burn for a bit. And then be like, oh, look, there's a zombie coming. Fucking I'm going to shoot it. No, hold on. I got better ideas. And then just start fucking with it because you're just bored.
Just get on a motorcycle, do a few loops with like a rope or something, and then there you go. You've got it on a leash.
Yep, exactly.
Take the local pet Alfred for a walk or something.
Yeah. but All right. So the zombie apocalypse. Yeah. It honestly, if I could, have you ever seen the show The Walking Dead?
Parts of it, yeah.
Okay. Well, essentially normal zombies in that, but they're the zombies that take fucking forever to actually fall apart just from, decaying
Hmm.
and stuff. If I could have it like that, that would be my preference. Like fuck the world, fuck it. I don't want it to go back to the way it was. Fuck it. I just hate it. But okay, so besides that, what aliens?
Now, I know how you feel about worlds, so we'll leave out the possibility of them having like some earthborn common cold that kills them off. Okay?
Fucking retarded. So
We
stupid.
I don't think we would live long enough to be more men. We're way too incoherent, right? We burn up and destroy half the ship before we even make it out of orbit. Like that's how like incompetent we are as a species right now.
Yeah.
Um, you cannot tell me that some like basically some like alien race that has mastered space travel is going to be able to like be taken down by our bullshit ballistics.
Yeah, that was you ever seen Independence Day?
We had to go into the ship itself to destroy it from
Yeah.
within because it's the only thing that would work. Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty much how I've always thought it would go, minus the part where the humans win.
Yeah, pretty
Because
much.
it would
Because we wouldn't be able to steal the little shuttle to get to the ship.
no, that we wouldn't have Will Smith there to fucking knock one out just by punching it.
Yeah,
It
he's getting old now. He won't be able to keep up.
yeah, well, I
But
don't know.
Jaden
He
Smith,
slapped Chris Rock. He slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars. He might still be able to bitch slap an alien.
yeah, maybe we can always rely on the next generation. Get Jaden Smith to maybe like
Oh
I don't
fucking
know,
Christ!
wax lyrical at the aliens and just bore them to death with like Twitter posts.
Fucking like make their whatever they have for ears bleed and explode.
Yeah, you know,
Basically,
the sort
the
of
when Mars attacks, fucking essentially do that, but instead of yodeling, it's fucking Jaden Smith singing and talking.
yeah, Jaden Smith's like I'm 14 and this is deep quotes.
They just killed themselves. Like fuck this. But no, that I've always thought if there's gonna be some alien invasion, yeah, it would be something along the lines of Independence Day, where they show up. We don't know what to do. It's like they haven't done anything yet. They're just hovering there. Do we attack? Do we not? Whatever. And it wouldn't make a fucking difference. 'Cause like you said, a species that has mastered space travel is not gonna fucking lose to us. That's just not gonna happen. I mean, good God, we can't even get fucking cell reception half the places on the planet. Like, we can't even do that, but somehow we're gonna fucking beat back.
Sorry, I can't help but like prattle on about it just for a second. But like, they want you to believe the sun is hot. I urge you to ask yourself, have they ever touched it? Think about it. Jaden Smith.
Oh my God. Are you fucking serious? I've never been fucking shot in the head, but I know it'll fucking kill me.
The only way to change something is to shock it. If you want your muscles to grow, you have to shock them. If you want society to change, you have to shock them. Jaden Smith.
God. Oh. Oh, sweet Jesus. Good God. I can't with people like him. It's
What's
t-
the matter? What's the
t-
matter? He's our sage. Like he's like the modern day Gandhi.
no. Eh, to anyone that might hear this ever, I don't know. You are not fucking as deep and philosophical as you fucking think you are. If you are on YouTube and you fucking listen to this, you're probably just a fucking idiot like everyone else, including me.
But we're still right.
Yeah, we're idiots that are right because anyone that did hear this is probably like, oh my god, that dumbass doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah, I do. You're not fucking deep. No one, no one that listens to this shit is. No one, pretty much anyone that, any normal average person, you're not special. You're not some fucking philosopher. You're just an idiot.
Yeah, but my guy, being born was the most influential thing that's ever happened to me, for myself.
Yeah, for yourself, not for.
Jaden Smith.
Wait, did he fucking say that? Did he?
Yeah.
Oh my. That's it. I give up. I'm fucking gonna. I can't. I can't. I just can't. Oh my god.
Okay. I personally love this one because like my sort of like sense of futility comes into play, and it's on the most dramatic scale. Okay. I'm gonna read this off to you. I want you to try and guess what I'm thinking. Okay.
Uh. Okay.
When life gives you a big problems, just be happy you forgot all your little problems. Jaden Smith.
I. What?
What am I thinking?
I don't know. My brain just broke.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Because I'm
because
thinking, if there's a freaking big problem staring you in the face, oh, I guess, yeah, no, it's alright. I'll forget that all the little problems exist because, I'm pretty sure the guy with the gun pointed at me is, like, the biggest issue right now, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Should
I'm
I
not
be
gonna be.
happy?
I would rather
Should I be
have.
happy?
I'd rather have 100 little problems than 5 big problems.
Yeah.
I'm like that. I don't. Yeah, like my brain just fucking broke. I don't. Hey, you're about to be mugged and possibly killed. Be thankful for that. You don't have to think about fucking, the pay cut next week. Oh well, yeah, good because fucking won't be around for it.
Hey, listen though, we can't bash him too much, right? Because like everything that he talks about in his music is pretty much just trying to evolve consciousness in the world and help everything become better and brighter.
But like I said, he's not deep. He's not. He's just an idiot.
I'm pretty sure he was 14 when he wrote most of these.
Oh wow, fucking that. What during his fucking emo phase?
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess
Fucking
he's
he's
trying to
like,
break into his own jive, get away from Will Smith's reign of terror and be like, I'm my own person. I
oh,
know. I'll try and discover everything I need to know about everything by looking at my hands. Jaden Smith.
I can't. You broke me. I'm officially broken. Oh,
But yeah, no, no, no. You see, that's the point I'm trying to make, though. We'll just put Jaden Smith's quotes up against the aliens. Will prove that we're obviously more deep and intellectual than them because they won't be able to like know what the fuck we're talking about.
okay. If the
And then they'll just
aliens, if the aliens come here for pure world domination, like their intention is to wipe us all out, anyways, they'll do it even quicker after hearing this.
nah, nah,
Uh,
son, nah, son. The way we defeat the aliens is by Jaden Smith giving them a brain aneurysm. Like just a collective brain aneurysm.
It actually made me think. So you know how they're like the cyanide pills, fucking, like secret operatives would like bite down on in their mouth to kill them, so they can't spill any secrets
Pretty much, yeah.
and
Like,
stuff. It's like instead
um,
of that, everyone just has like a fucking uh, everyone just has like this like a little iPod type thing that's just got Jaden Smith's shit on it.
yeah. I mean, he is the secret weapon, right?
He-
Because like you can't touch this guy. He is bloody invulnerable to the outside world. And do you know why?
because he's an idiot.
No, he knows the truth, my guy. Here's a quote. All right, here's a quote from Jaden Smith, and this explains everything. Okay, this is exactly why you can't touch this guy. All right, how can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real? Jaden Smith.
What the? I don't know if I'm gonna laugh or cry.
I listen. He's on a omnipresent level, man. We can't touch him.
Whatever the fuck he's smoking, I want it.
His eyes ain't real, my guy.
I want some of that
Like,
good shit. Good God.
if his eyes aren't real, there's no telling what else ain't real about him. So, like, good luck trying to bring that guy down. He'll make you like 2 brain cells die.
Oh my God. I the epitome of what is wrong with this world is apparently not portrayed any better than through Jaden Smith.
Yeah. So I've got a question for you, and this isn't for, well, believe it or not, this isn't actually Jaden Smith related.
Oh God. What?
So say there's an alien invasion, except for it's like a singular alien. Okay?
Oh.
Single big colossus size alien just absolutely reaming planet Earth. Okay?
Uh-huh.
How would you go about getting rid of it?
Depends on how big you're talking about. You
Pretty
talk
freaking big.
like are you talking about like the whole planet size big, like a planet eater type alien,
Like
or
maybe like double the size of a kaiju. Like Godzilla.
okay,
But bigger.
so like twice the size of Godzilla.
Yeah, like if you had Godzilla stood on another Godzilla's like back, and then like you had Mothman controlling it, maybe
For the love of
that
God.
sort of big.
Mothman. um that I
Mothman's
mean,
always going to be involved. He's the Florida man of the monster world. Okay.
yeah. But it just I mean, it would really just depend on what kind of monster or alien, whatever, that it is. It would like, does it
In the
have like,
broadest,
armored scales like we can't penetrate it through with like normal bullets and stuff, or is it?
I mean, if it was that big, like would bullets even do that anyway, or would it just mildly annoy it?
I don't know. That's just it. I don't know because it's an alien, so God only know. If we're going based on it's an alien, that means it came from like another planet. We don't know what that planet, how it grew up on that planet. Fuck, it might have like almost no protection at all because the planet it was on, it never developed it there. It didn't need it. And so that's what I'm saying. But if we're going based on the assumption that I think you're going with is basically almost completely impenetrable from any conventional means.
Right.
At that point, the only way to truly get rid of it, I would believe, you'd have to go inside of it and blow it up from the inside. And I'm not sure how you would go about that unless it's swallowed shit whole. That's
Did they
literally
did they ever like nuke Godzilla? I can't
Yeah, they
remember.
did. That they
They did,
Yeah, they
and
did.
it
That
lived.
they Yeah, because well it was all right, so Godzilla, its lore is like off the coast of Japan where they were doing like nuclear testing in the water. That is
Okay.
what nuclear radiation is what gave it its power.
Oh
So,
fuck me. Is Godzilla just a mutated Komodo dragon?
pretty much.
God damn it. Those
Uh,
poor Komodos.
well, in some instances, other instances, it's just that's just how it's always been. It's like the last of its kind and stuff. But then in other instances, it's just yeah, it's like a fucking mutated lizard that just from all the nuclear radiation. But yeah, in most instances, they would try to fight it with conventional means, find out that they couldn't, and then they're like, fuck it, we'll just nuke it. And then they nuke it, and they're like, oh my god, we killed it, yay. And then it comes back even stronger because it essentially absorbed all the radiation. Because, not in. Not in the newest movie. It's of like Godzilla versus King Kong, but like the Godzilla movie that came out right before that. Uh,
Yeah.
they literally there it was like oh yeah it was like Godzilla King of Monsters or whatever when like all these other monsters were attacking the world and they like hey we fucking need Godzilla to go kill them, but Godzilla was hurt really bad. They literally took a nuke down into its lair to set it off to speed up its recovery.
Oh dear.
So yeah, like in all the later movies of Godzilla from like 2000 onward, they always pretty much discover, oh, it's highly radioactive. It must have been absorbing radiation. So they kind of figured out, like beforehand, we can't nuke it because it won't do anything. But like the older movies, that was pretty much always their go to thing was like, oh, we're going to nuke it and this and that. And then like, wait a minute, why didn't that work? And then they discovered, oh, it's got that way from all the radiation beforehand, anyways.
Did they actually ever manage to take down Godzilla? Or is he
Again,
still out there roaming free to this
again,
day?
it depends on the movies.
I see, I see.
Right, right. Uh, I don't know. I fucking if I just like woke up, walked outside, and fucking saw Godzilla just kind of walking around, I just pretty much go, well, had a good run.
Oh my god.
What?
Okay. So, apparently, just a quick Google search, Godzilla's biggest weakness is his own atomic breath. This
Yep.
was demonstrated when Mothra. I knew I was going somewhere with that Mothman thing. I just wasn't quite sure where. Um, so when Mothra used her scales to reflect Godzilla's atomic breath back at him, forcing him to retreat.
Uh huh. Yeah. No, it's its own atomic. If I remember right. Oh no, this was like in an animated version Godzilla I saw. Uh, essentially, they got like Godzilla went to shoot its big laser breath shit, and they basically grabbed its mouth and shut it. So it pretty much just blew off its own head.
Hmm.
Is like what happened, and yeah, no that thing, yeah, it's pretty fucking destructive. But yeah, no, yeah, Mothra is one of the oldest enemies of Godzilla. So
Good lord.
basically just a giant moth.
Yeah, there's apparently a top 10 list of like comic characters that can defeat Godzilla.
Oh, there's a list of fucking anything.
Oh yeah, yeah, there definitely is. But number one is apparently the Hulk.
Well, I mean, when the Hulk was at his, I think it, I think I would say this was his angriest moment. He took one step on Earth and it shook the entire planet. But that was after like he was pretty much betrayed by the Avengers and shit, and like everyone he thought was his friend. They like sent him up into space and to because he was too dangerous to be on Earth anymore. And then it was like I think like he started a family or something on another planet, and somehow some way something from like the Avengers ended up like killing his family or his lover or whoever, and so he came back to Earth. And yeah, that was like it was like once he landed on Earth he took one step and shook the entire planet because he was that fucking pissed.
I love the idea. Right, listen to this because some of this is like so weird. I love the idea of Professor Xavier from the X-Men lobotomizing the nuclear beast with his mind.
uh I could see that going both ways. I could see how it could work, but I can also see him like going up in front of Godzilla and going, "All right, you won't go. I'm gonna stop you here." And like puts his fingers on his temples and starts focusing real hard, and Godzilla just like fucking steps on him, or just blast him in the face with his fucking breath.
Here's the thing, though. Like, doesn't his wheelchair, or if you can even call it that, like, doesn't his wheelchair kind of like fly? So he's like super mobile. He's like a super mobile lobotomizing machine.
I don't. I
Like,
know.
and he's tiny. So how would you? How like I can't see Godzilla even being able to keep up with that.
No, I really don't know when it comes to like his wheelchair. Like I personally have only ever seen it as like a normal motorized wheelchair, nothing else. But
Really?
I'm sure somewhere in the fucking comics it's been outfitted to be able to fly around. But yeah, it's I I don't know, man. I don't. You go up against Godzilla, you're asking for all sorts of shit to happen.
I mean, this is a fair point. Thanos. All right, there's a 50-50 chance you're gonna defeat Godzilla.
Yeah, without the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos, sure, he's strong and stuff, and he could because of how much smaller he would be, and he is like an actual warrior. He might be able to. Yeah, I, I again I could see that going both ways.
I just love the idea that like Thanos is just like, yeah, 50-50 chance, let's go. Freaking, alright, hits it, cool. Godzilla gone. Now you've got another 50-50 chance whether or not Mothra is still around. And no longer has a rival to keep Mothra busy.
Yeah. I I don't know. Oh, I don't know, but yeah, that's I don't know. There's a lot of adaptations of fucking Godzilla, and some of them are better than others. I know there was like I think there's a Godzilla movie that came out in like I think it was like 1999, but it was called like Godzilla 2000 or some shit like that. And
Hmm.
I personally love the movie. It got a lot of hate, and I certainly do understand it. It's not a good movie whatsoever, but I do like it though. I do like it, and it essentially made Godzilla instead of being like this giant lizard and stuff, they made it more dinosaur like, and I thought that was kind of cool.
True, true. So, I didn't really think about this one, but it's right up Jaden Smith's alley,
Oh, sweet
right?
Jesus!
So, you know how, like, defeat the aliens by giving them a brain aneurysm?
Yeah,
Yeah. Apparently Magneto, can pretty much deflect anything. It gets thrown his way by, like, using electromagnetic force fields. Um, he'll be able to like control metal to create a prison around Godzilla, and failing that, if there's any traces of iron in Godzilla's blood, Magneto would be able to like essentially give Godzilla a brain aneurysm just through those means. You
Yeah.
know, failing that, we'll just read off a bunch of Jaden Smith quotes to Godzilla and be done with it.
Jaden Smith, the fucking go-to savior of the world.
Yeah, man. Defeat the world through philosophical poetry or some shit. I don't know. Motivational pictures. Post a bunch on Godzilla's Facebook account.
Oh, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard it. For all your apocalypse needs, call Jaden Smith.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to reach out to Jaden Smith on Twitter. He's always looking to you know, shoot another home video about how he saves the world or some shit.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right. Well, I think that's been long enough. We spent good first half of this talking about fucking GTA RP.
And it is a big thing in our life.
It fucking is. It's pretty much in my free time. That's pretty much what I've been doing. That or Valheim. Maybe another game here or there, but we gotta fucking, there's its own apocalypse going on that server right now.
Oh yeah, true.
That's
Still not entirely sure what it's going to be. I feel like zombies might be the easy.
You all said that the city was covered in like a green gas.
It was.
And I never saw it. Did you all see it like after you lost me, after I ran off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally never looked at the city until you all came and picked me up and took me back to the city. That was it.
Oh yeah. It wasn't so apparent during the day, but like at night, like where it should be just pitch black, it was like this massive green hue. You had people inside the city.
Did you see the picture I sent you on Discord?
On Discord?
Yeah, the picture I sent you last night.
Oh, the zombie man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've just casually walked into
I was okay.
Mine.
Yes, I was literally just mining. I was going through there, and at the end of one of the paths, that guy is there just with a jackhammer. You can't interact with him at all. I mean, I don't know. You might be able to punch him or something. I didn't try that, but like you can't normal interact with him. But he's got that blood smear on his shirt, like his jaw, like his cheek and jaw. He's got like a chunk of flesh missing out of it. And he just sits there and jackhammers, and then like he takes a little break, like he like wipes off his face, and then he goes right back to jackhammering.
Makes you wonder if like Humane Labs are going to release jackhammer wielding.
Oh God. I literally like I could show you in game if you wanted.
I wouldn't mind that. And I'll show you. I'll show you the ghost lady.
Okay. Yeah. So all right, let's end this then, and then I gotta let my dogs in, and then yeah, we can hop in, and I will show you Mr. Zombie Jackhammer Man.
Yeah, sure. I've been YuYu.
Have you though?
I have though.
I
don't feel like I've been like crazy YuYu today.
I still refuse to believe you've been YuYu. I will never believe.
What do you mean?
You've been more like Mimi, not YuYu.
We don't talk about Mimi. They're a right bastard.
All right, fair enough. My bad.
That's sacrilege right there. Okay.
So, yeah, I've been Pyrisk, and as always, we are right and you are wrong.
Ciao for now.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Maybe.
I might secretly record for the next 5 hours.
I swear down.